It's time for another volunteer spotlight, and today we are interviewing Dennis Jacobs. How are you today?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic.
So tell me where you're from.
Most of my life I've lived in Layton, Utah.
And you served in the military.
I did. I think the reason why I chose the Air Force is because since I was raised here, close to Hill Aerospace Base, I could see all the airplanes taking off and landing. And I wanted to be part of a crew, I think, from the very beginning. And so I knew that the aircraft that we had at the time, what I signed up for was C-46, and they required an Airborne Radar Operator. And so I knew if I wanted to be on a crew, I had to go in a specialty field so I could be assigned to a crew. I'd served my 6 months active duty and then came back, and then I had 8 years to be in the reserves. When I ended up was a 43151A, which means I was a flight engineer or a crew chief on a C-119. I think really and truly out of all the enjoyments I've had in my life, which is plenty, I think one of the greatest camaraderie situations that I had was with being with the crews that I got to fly with. They relied upon myself as being the crew chief to make sure the airplane was ready to go. And I think that it was a dual respect because they flew the airplane and I knew the airplane.
So what made you start come volunteering at the museum?
I like aircraft. I really like airplanes. I remember growing up in Layton and playing baseball down at Layton Elementary School. And I loved to hear the airplanes come off the end of the runway and circle out and around and have them come in, and I would watch them with a great deal of zest in my soul. My first airplane ride, which was when I was about 5 years old, was a PT-17 Stearman, and I loved the thrill of it.
What is your favorite thing about volunteering here?
Just the joy of talking to somebody and having them say, well, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. And I feel like that one of the greatest rewards is that being able to dispense some information to some other human being that they didn't know about. I think the camaraderie that I have developed with the other volunteers, I think it's, I didn't know that there's so many decent human beings. There are so many volunteers here that I hold very fondly in my heart. These guys are as far as I'm concerned, some of the best human people on the planet.
What are some of the things you enjoy doing when you're not here volunteering?
And I have a little sports car. In the summertime, I drive it quite a bit. I love the sound of the little 6-cylinder, 2,200 cubic inch on a 1973 TR6. And
you go out for walks quite a bit, don't you?
About every day. I try to go maybe 5 miles every day. And during the summertime, then I ride my bike.
Well, thank you so much for all that you do. We really appreciate all that you do. So
I'm glad to have the opportunity.